Bobby, are you here on this call?
Yep. Are you guys not at Fur Fest?
No, Bobby, we weren't going to Rainforest.
I wanted to go. I'm dressing up as a fucking cow. I squirt alcohol out of my tits. It's amazing.
Okay, that's awesome, but not what we planned. Becky, where are you?
I really want to.
Get.
I think I'm dehydrating. What is Tana Con supposed to be? I thought this is where we're supposed to go.
What the fuck, Becky? We were going to Fire Festival. Actually, I think I'm at DashCon. I'm sitting on P, and I think there's a heroin needle in this ball pit.
Hey guys, I'm 2 weeks early. I think I'm just gonna go back home.
Hello, everybody.
Are
Welcome.
you Miss Doubtfire now? Or you
Yeah.
play Miss Doubtfire?
Yes, that would be an awesome cosplay. Somebody is doing it at DragonCon. I know
Yeah,
that.
so.
Yeah.
Are you gonna burn your tits?
Welcome to the Free Rotation podcast. I'm your host for this episode, Becky. Hello.
Hi, Becky.
And I'm joined by somebody with a pompadour named Bobby.
It's on fleek today, Bob.
It is.
It is really like defying gravity.
It is. I put a bunch of product in it because it's fucking. Well, I thought it was gonna be humid today, but turns out it's really nice out today. But yeah, I'm Bobby.
And we're also joined by Angela, our lovely producer /
Oh, konnichiwa.
Asian lady. She's an animu.
Arigato.
Arigato gozaimasu.
I don't know what's going on here.
And returning from the Kanto region?
Johto region.
Johto,
No, it was Johto.
It's Johto.
The Ho-Ho region.
Hey, he brought Tasha back. You can't say ho-ho region.
The Ding Dong region. Talk about the food, not the actual person. Hey, Moreland, how you doing?
Hi. I'm back.
He's back for an episode, and then he's got to go off on his adventures.
You've got
again.
a lot more gym pins.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fascinating.
I lost in the Johto League. You know, I feel like my travels is mirroring Ashes, but you know, hopefully not.
Yeah, but
Oh, I'm sorry. What were
Moreland,
you
those
saying?
badges don't go on your scrotum. That looks fucking infected as shit, bruh.
No, it's good.
It's been 0 days since we mentioned
Moreland's
Moreland's genitals.
penis.
Please erase the board. Start over again.
It's been 6 days.
Speaking of Moreland's genitals, we're talking about cons.
Yes.
Dumbs?
No, pros? Huh? What? Anyways,
The cons of pros of
so
my
check
penis?
it out. Check it out, people. This episode,
What are you pointing at?
I'm just waving my crazy
Becky's
ass
like,
hand
check
around.
it out. And I'm like,
Check it out. The
Check
white.
it out.
She's welcoming her fellow brown people into the room.
Oh,
She's signaling them.
the people from the land of poo.
So we've done a bunch of con episodes in the past.
Have we?
We really have.
Okay.
But this time, I'm going to cover some cons that you might want to attend if you're a new con goer. Because let's be honest, there's a lot of them out there this day and age. But it's important that everybody knows what a con is. And if you've been listening to this podcast and you don't know what it is, something is clearly wrong with you. Unless you're like a conspiracy theorist in the last 20 episodes and you've just found us through this.
Wait, I was confused about the difference between a convention and a festival as well.
So I'm going to tell you what a con is.
Because I was like, why don't you have DreamHack on here? And Becky's like, that's a festival.
Yeah, it's a gaming festival. It's not even
So-
defined as a con.
Right? Isn't that confusing, Moreland?
I'm confused.
Moreland's just sexually confused. It's fine.
That's because
Only
you-
because you're in the room.
Yeah.
Well, Tasha said it's fine. God.
I'm saying
2019,
is like,
bruh.
So if you don't know what a con is, it's a convention. And even before 1942, it was an event which fans of a particular film, TV series, I had that twice, I don't know why.
TV series.
TV series, comic book, or an entire genre of entertainment such as sci-fi or anime gather to participate and hold programs or other events, like meeting experts, famous personalities, and meeting other
When you
fans.
said hold programs, I just pictured everybody just holding programs together. The program.
No, and when she said experts, I'm
Wait.
imagining for an anime convention, it's like some fucking weeb with a fucking body pillow and a trilby on and shit. Like,
Wait, are they holding pogroms?
So anyways, how do you decide? It's important to decide which con to go to because there's so many of them.
So many.
There's a lot.
So here's the rundown of
Are
some
we a
of,
ShamWow commercial now? There's
Oh my-
so many.
so
choices.
many.
Becky, tell them why this is a good one.
or it's like a bukaku.
Bukaki?
Bukaka.
Bukaka.
Sorry, I got-
Bukaka. Like Becky just can't
I don't
say
go to
Bukaki.
the anime conventions, okay?
She
Leave
said
me alone.
bukaku. Oh yeah, bukaka. That's right.
You mean otaku?
Otaku and bukaku. I'm clearly
Bukkake,
not an
Becky.
expert at anime
Bukkake,
conventions.
bukkake.
I got you there. Thank you for
Bukaki
defining
is
it.
subgenre of porn.
Yeah, I was like, that's not anime. I mean, it could be.
Oh, there.
But
I
only
said
if
I was
it's
adding
milk and
otaku.
scat.
Oh, there is.
Yeah.
I've watched it.
No, I was adding otaku and bukkake together. That's why I said it's like a bukaku.
No, you weren't. You just couldn't
No, no,
say
no, no, no.
You just didn't know how to say Bukaki. It's okay. We understand.
No, I'm saying
Continue.
that's why I messed it up. It's because my brain got it messed up.
Speaking of anime porn.
DC23. By the way, that's the Disney convention, FYI.
Yes.
So porn. Yeah.
So here
pretty
is
much.
what you need to know. It is regarded, DC23 is regarded as the ultimate fan experience. It began in 2009 at the Anaheim Convention Center. And it is the official fan club for the Walt Disney Company, with the D standing clearly for, I knew somebody was going to make a fucking dick joke.
Yeah, it's easy.
Clearly for Disney, and 23 representing 1923.
Because you said clearly for Disney. No.
No, the 23
That's not
stands for how many
clearly.
penises are bukakuing out a girl's face.
This is not your
23
this is not
dicks.
your convention, Bobby, okay? Calm down. By the way, the year 1923 is when Walt Disney arrived to Hollywood.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that's what the 23 stands for?
Right. Yeah, DC 23, I guess. I don't know, whatever. Or yeah. So, anyways, it doesn't appear to be an annual convention, but the next one was literally this past weekend, which was August 23rd to the 25th.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, I know you look confused, but that's because the episode releases on Tuesday, and so it'll be last weekend.
That's not what I'm confused about.
Why?
It sounds like a cult.
It kind of looks like a cult online.
This is
It
where they
is.
get around and sacrifice people.
Now, if you look at all of the stuff on there, like Meet Legends, and all of them have these like happy faces, but the blank expression on their eyes, like they've seen some shit.
They have dead eyes.
It was-
Yes.
It's like Bendy and the Ink Machine.
Oh my God, that's exactly what it reminds me of. Well, you know, Bendy and the Ink Machine is based on Mickey Mouse.
Yes.
Angie's love of Mickey Mouse really appears in that.
I hate Mickey Mouse.
I know. That's why it's funny when you play Bendy.
Yeah. I like Bendy, though. Got Bendy sock. I got the kitty around.
So this is like the place to go if you are a Disney fanatic. The con has panels and presentations from executives with Disney. Seems like a product placement, but whatever. Musicians and famous peeps who are inducted as Disney legends.
How do you get to be a Disney legend? Is this like Matilda?
So here are some of the people who were inducted. Stan Lee, Mark Hamill.
Because they own a Marvel for like 2
Yeah.
minutes before he
Yeah.
died.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like, it's random people who get inducted into being a Disney legend.
And Mark Hamill, he's like, they've owned that for like a week. So who else before that?
I don't know. That's all
Judy
I saw.
Garland, probably.
Probably.
Who's Mary
That
Poppins?
was a trick.
Who's Mary Poppins? Probably her, right?
Mary Poppins, please, Mary Poppins.
Mary Poplock and Droppins.
Sure. No, and the reason you get inducted is how many kids you've killed.
Or molested.
Maybe that's why it's a cult.
Oh, they take your soul and put it in the small world after all place.
Oh, God.
And then you're replaced by those mannequin kids.
Hey, thanks for starting our Urban Legend podcast
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Just saying.
I'm terrified now.
Moreland,
Thanks.
you wanna
Welcome
go
back,
ra-
Moreland. We're going to sacrifice you to the Disney cult.
Okay, this got strangely scary talking about this. And you said it's not every year.
No, it's like every 2 years.
It's just whenever they choose, they need to sacrifice people.
They need more souls.
Which to me,
That's what happened to Stan Lee.
it was kind of strange that it was like not
Son of
annual
a
because
horse.
you know Disney makes enough money to make it an
Yeah.
annual
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
So
It's
that is
whenever they need new blood, literally.
yeah. Have you seen Bella Thorne?
It's a small world.
Dead Eyes.
She's still real hot, though.
Who's Bella Thorne?
She was Tanya, whatever her name's ex-girlfriend.
She
The
was in-
redhead?
She yes.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw you had to say.
Okay. And it's also important to note you can buy merch that is probably as expensive to going to Disney World. Just saying.
Like what kind of merchandise?
You're talking about like the Disney, you know, just standard Disney
Oh.
bullshit. I don't think there's any. I'm sure they have exclusive DC23 Con stuff.
of the small child.
Oh, no, it's
why
like...
did you go Jabba the Hutt right there?
I'm not sure.
Bring me solo and DC
Do you remember
Con.
Halloween 3 Season of the Witch where the kids got the fucking mask on when that one show comes on, their face melts and shit? Yeah, it's like that for Disney, though. With the ears. With the Mickey Mouse
scaring
ears.
me like that. I love it. That's what's happening.
Well,
what's going on?
Let's move on, Becky, because I'm getting nightmares. Waking nightmares.
So the next one is Gen Con, and holy guacamole, I want to go to this one so fucking badly. It is located in Indianapolis, Indiana, and Gen Con is the largest tabletop gaming convention in North America.
Okay, yes. No, we need to go.
Did
listen
you
to
read
this
down
shit.
further?
Yes.
Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yes,
I'm going to
yes,
tell
I
you
have.
about the shit. If you are looking for a game, it's at Gen Con. Just saying. Like, if you are looking for new games, old games, video games.
Sex games.
Sure.
Probably. There's probably a section for it.
A love game. That's a love game. Do you want to play?
Okay, that's too much. We might get copyright striked.
Are you in that game?
So the con dates back to 1968, and for 4 days there are nonstop games from tournaments to champion-style tournaments. Like there's championship-style tournaments, so it's like card game tournaments, and then like that other shit people do. I don't fucking know. Listen, I typed this real fast.
Clearly.
We're talking about role-playing games, mini war games, LARPing.
Like 50 Shades of Grey role-playing games?
What is
Ooh.
it with you in the
I
sex
was just
dungeon
asking.
today?
You said
No.
any game.
It's
I
not
was
role.
gonna say, I think I want to go there.
Yeah.
Angie, it's not role
Joshua
playing.
with
It's
me?
rope playing.
Ooh.
I know,
Okay.
right?
It's a roper. It's collectible card games and strategy games along with computer games. And hello, the creator of the con is none other than the man god of all things Dungeons and Dragons himself, Gary Gygax.
That's his real name?
Gary Gygax, yeah.
I didn't know his name.
I mean, he literally sounds like a guy who creates games.
He sounds like a villain.
Gygax sounds like a weird orgasm. Like you're orgasming, you're trying to say something. Gygax. Thank you.
I agree with Bobby. He sounds like a villain.
No, it sounds like a weird orgasm that the
I
villain
mean-
gave you.
Ooh.
So the thing is, it used to be called the Lake Geneva War Games Convention. Sounds really lame. But now it's Gen Con.
Nah, I kind of like Geneva War Games.
Me
Convention.
too.
So if you also look at the website, it appears that there are some cool exhibits that can be seen as well, such as a giant balloon sculpture.
Oh, that's
Giant
dangerous.
balloon sculpture.
Yeah.
Is it a balloon or is it a sculpture of a balloon?
Yes.
Okay.
And a beer garden with late night hours, Bobby.
Yes.
And an entire hall dedicated to playtesting new games and meeting the designers of those games. And the one thing I want to try so bad, but knowing how much I suck at a room, like escape rooms, it's probably a bad idea, is the True Dungeon. An immersive...
Can we take a minute to explain our escape the room thing that we
Sure.
experienced with Claire?
Yes.
So when we went down to Jekyll, we stopped to see Claire and Savannah, and Claire planned like the super fun day. And it ended with us at an escape the room. So it was the three of us and then three other chicks. It was a lot of fun. Okay, but here's the thing. Becky and I kind of gave up halfway through. Well, because we were accidentally discovering stuff. But Claire was like, I got this, we got this. And then there was like another try hard on the other side, like in our team. So we're walking around and Becky and I are playing with wood and it accidentally was what we needed. And then she's screwing around with these blocks and the girl's like, oh my God, the blocks are like the secret code. So we were like accidentally Tom Cruise and like Rain Man in the shit out of this.
Nice.
So we get to the last room. It is literally like 30 seconds left before the game's over. And we had got these spades all through the thing. So there was like 5 of them. So I was like playing with them. And I was like, you know what? Claire's like, just put them on the wall and put them down. So I was like, I'm going to put them in order though of like the order. Because like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hash marks on them. So I put them on. And then we got a 6th spade and we put it in the wall. Well, behind us, a fake wall falls open and the skeleton pops out. It was the scariest thing. It was right behind me because it wouldn't have done it if the spades weren't right. So I Rain Man the shit out of it again. What was it, like 6 seconds left before we would have lost? And they're like, get the key, but I'm still standing there screaming. And I look up and Becky's like, everybody is stuck in fear. So I get the key from the skeleton and it won't come off because it's on a string. And I finally get the lock open and it's literally like 2.6 seconds left. But we won.
Nice.
But Rain Man the shit out of it. This is why Becky's saying it. We really just lucked into this.
We really did just luck
and
into it.
You get 3 hints from the lady through the speaker. So she got sick of it. One time she was like, look at the books. And we're like, oh, Jesus. That's all you had to say in the first place.
Was she hot, the lady?
I don't remember. Was she?
I don't remember.
I think she was a Latina.
I'll show her some hints.
Sweet.
Well, speaking of hints, there's a thing called True Dungeon at Gen Con, bringing it back. It is
Bring
an
it back now,
immersive,
young.
life-size dungeon crawl LARP that features a series of puzzles and scenarios designed to create a Dungeons and Dragons experience, along with a true dungeon fantasy tavern decked out to look like a stereotypical fantasy tavern. So yeah, Moreland, how do you feel about that?
Yeah.
You're down?
Okay.
Moreland got lost in the Pokemon Go region.
Moreland's lost in
Apparently.
the dungeon. Oh, your soul is split. He went to the DC23.
That is.
Okay.
So next up on our list of great places to go is PAX Prime. And
PAX Prime.
PAX Prime.
PAX Prime.
PAX Prime.
PAX Prime.
PAX is short for the Penny Arcade Expo and is a series of gaming festivals held in different cities such as San Antonio, Melbourne. I can't.
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Moreland, you want to go to some Melbourne?
I wanna go to
the
Melbourne.
pig.
I want to go to Melbourne.
Boston,
Baston.
Baston.
in Seattle or Seattle, however you like to say it.
Seedle.
I like
That sounds like a Pokemon.
I'm gonna start calling it. I'm gonna start calling it Seedle.
What was the dumb word that Bobby said last week that was not the correct word?
A lot of them,
I don't
probably.
remember what he
I
said.
don't remember, but the Crusaders went there.
Crusaders. PAX Prime is held in Seattle every year and was started by the writers of the Penny Arcade webcomic, along with Acquisitions Inc. OGs Jerry Holkins and Mike Krahulik. I think that sounds nice. And with the popularity of the event, it's grown to expand to different cities, and it's a convention made exclusively for gamers. Okay? Gamers. Did you know
Gamers.
9 out of 10 gamers are gamers?
Only 9 out of 10
No,
are
9 out
gamers.
of 10. The other,
Or titty streamers.
yes.
Which
Yeah.
I don't judge them.
That makes sense,
You just drink their bathwater and get superpowers.
right?
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Or
After
you,
they pee in it, though.
I was about to say, or you have,
Yas.
or you have them make a Pornhub channel
Yeah.
where they troll everyone.
How?
They play actual video games.
No, they make videos and they say, like so and so getting, fills two holes filled with hard things, and they like fill 2 holes with like shovels,
Blocks and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's no. I looked it up. It was hilarious. I died.
And now we know what
I
Moreland's
told
been
you
doing.
he was dead. He went to DC23.
Exactly.
So some of the games that are talked about or used at whatever. The thing at PAX Prime you do, okay, is console gaming, classic console gaming, which I guess there's a difference, VR, tabletop, handheld games, etc. There's tournaments for console and tabletop, BYOC, or LAN parties. Bring your own computer, which we see a lot of DreamHack.
Oh, that's bring your own cock.
Everything's bring your own cock for you, Bobby.
Because I'm
Well-
lonely.
I can bring mine.
It's true.
Yeah, Angie could bring hers. Yeah,
Yeah.
We don't discriminate here.
exactly.
Do you
Gender
know when
equality.
a woman walks around with it, that's what's called packing? Are you packing? Means, do you have your fake penis on?
Nice.
That's some lesbo lingo for y'all. Are you
Speaking,
Josh, are you packing? She's like, I wasn't
She wasn't paying
listening,
attention.
And just say yes.
I didn't know what that meant, though.
Sweet.
Speaking of packing, there's also an esports arena for tournaments and the Omegathon, which is a festival-long tournament consisting of a group of randomly selected attendees competing in a game bracket for a grand prize, such as a large game bundle, trip to Japan, or even any PAX around the world. Games that have been featured are Tetris, Pong, Halo 3, and Skee Ball.
I'll fuck y'all up in some skee ball.
No, bitch, I'm good at Skee Ball.
Tasha will
am I.
destroy you in skee ball.
I suck.
I'm
So
pretty good at skee ball.
I'm y'all's free win in the bracket.
Moreland, can you ski on my balls?
Ski, ski. I knew she was going to choke on her coffee.
Yeah, it's coffee.
Yes, coffee, yes.
All right, for all of you otakus out there,
Oh,
Moreland, get ready.
Moreland, get ready.
Anime Expo.
Woo!
And just be honest, there's probably hundreds of anime conventions throughout the U.S. Let's think about it. Atlanta has at least 2 popular ones, and not counting the smaller, well-known ones. Because I think Atlanta actually,
MomoCon and AWA.
those are the 2 big ones. I think there's also a couple little
There's
small ones.
a lot of
Yeah.
small ones around Georgia.
And MomoCon has gotten to be pretty big. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you don't have Momo on there.
It's not listed as one of the highest
She's
attended.
discriminating against your peeps.
It's whatever. I mean, they're part of her peeps too. So
Yeah.
They're not.
yeah, they are.
Yeah,
Shut
they
up.
are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
We don't forget how you used to wake up at 5 to read Bleach.
Right.
You
Well, now at this point, I wish I could wake up at 5 to drink bleach.
After reading all that
I
bleach,
know,
yeah,
seriously, I
completely.
wasted so many years. Holy shit. Anyways, but Anime Expo boasts being the largest anime event in North America. It is held in Los Angeles, California, and the con stretches over a 4-day period during the 4th of July weekend. It's hosted also in New York, Anaheim, and Tokyo, and which are some of the places it has gone to. And there's also a huge cosplaying community that attends each year, and the top attractions includes a masquerade cosplay contest, an AMV competition,
Wait, what's that?
anime music video.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, AMV.
They're real popular on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whenever you see like MV with like the little brackets, it's a lot of times an anime music video. You're just nodding your head at me in a audio podcast. Anyways, Battle of the Bands, along with workshops, panels, and events.
Is there Anime Expo after dark?
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
There's W on Hentais back at Dragon Con.
I know. We're going this year.
I'm not watching goddamn hentai at Dragon Con.
You're doing it with
Yes,
us.
you
Bobby.
are.
You were dubbing the hentai with us.
I'm not dubbing hentai because I'll pop a boner and I'll be uncomfortable.
Why?
Because
Everybody pops boners at Dragon Con. Just be used to
I was
it.
about to say, I've got a boner right now, so.
that's different.
Wait, I thought the table was lifted a little.
Exactly.
It's been 0
And-
days since we mentioned Moreland's penis.
It's 0 minutes.
It's been 0 minutes, yeah.
All right. If you have not heard of this next one, you've literally lived under a rock forever. It's the San Diego Comic-Con International.
What's
What?
that?
Well, I haven't heard of this one.
I'm going to murder all of you. It's been a long time since I felt homicidal, and I realized a lot of it's because Moreland's back.
Hey, Becky.
Yeah.
What's a con?
Jesus fucking Christ. I think I just spit all over myself.
You did, and in my eye. No, wait, that was Moreland again.
Okay, so San Diego
Sorry.
Comic-Con. San Diego Comic-Con is one of the most popular and long-standing conventions, along with one of the most iconic cons. Get it? Because it's a con. In the world.
Iconic.
Condom.
All right.
I'm going to throw Bobby's cigarettes at you in a minute.
It's also generally considered the start of the summer and con season for many who attend cons. And major celebrities attend each year.
Define major.
Like the big celebrities.
Define celebrity.
Define big.
Well, no.
Define.
So I actually have an example. A couple of years ago when
Yeah.
Matt Smith was still Doctor Who,
Uh-huh.
he actually cosplayed as Bart Simpson, and nobody fucking knew because he had like a legit mask and everything. It was
Oh,
bananas.
that's
And when
cool.
the Doctor Who panel that year came up, he walked on stage. They said, Matt Smith, you walked on stage in the Bart Simpson costume. Fucking popped off his mask and shit. It
And I
was
bet
bananas.
people were like, holy shit,
Yeah.
I was beside him.
Yeah.
Oh my god! So it's become more of an industry event as a lot of the big movies debut trailers there, along with long-running popular TV shows having appearances on the stage. Here's a good example. And to give some perspective as to how big San Diego Comic-Con is, Seth Rogen called out the writers of Game of Thrones because their panel had literally been right before his, and that they didn't take any audience questions about season 8. Like, to put in perspective, like, biggest TV show, one of the biggest actors, calling out some of the biggest writers. Like, it's a big con. It's not like it's, you know, a couple of kind of well-known writers holding a thing about learning how to write and you having these little... What is it, the one that we go to every year at Dragon Con where it's like a literary fantasy one and the people are like, oh my god, it's this writer we've never heard of, but we love him because we're going to take him to lunch and we want to suck at their dick. Remember what I'm talking about?
Not really.
Okay.
Was I drunk?
No. It's
Had
the
I been
smaller
playing
one. We
Deadpool?
talked about it every year, how we would
Had
go
we
to...
been playing hooker cosplay?
We have played that, yes. Anyways,
That was
so
fun.
it's also important to note that New York Comic Con, which is sort of the frenemy to San Diego Comic Con because it's not related to each other, is actually bigger and it boasts more attendees
Really?
than its competitor.
Yeah, because you know what? Probably because the celebrities aren't as huge, so it's not so overhyped and
Inexpensive.
yeah,
Probably
Right.
cheaper.
shitty.
Right, because it's like San Diego Comic Con has become more of the kind of E3. It's like, here,
Yeah.
let's debut things that are coming up. Whereas New York Comic Con is
What
like,
was that?
It blew.
oh,
I hate San Diego Comic Con. That's what she said.
yeah, she's like, I ain't about this life.
Let's go to CatCon.
But New York Comic Con is more like true to the con experience now.
Yeah.
And it's only been in the last 10, 15 years that San Diego Comic Con has gotten to this
Mhm.
point. But it's
And
because of the
Atlanta
Marvel
Comic
movies.
Con is here now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
who cares?
They have like
if
10
you
times
don't
a
feel
year.
like, I think, to me, the Comic Cons are just buying shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no desire to go do that. Not
It
really.
used to be about comics, and now it's just about buying shit.
Not, yeah.
Titties.
Boobs.
All right.
Always boobs.
Ass and titties.
Now to the
Ass,
most.
ass
titties.
and titties.
Yeah.
Ass and titties. Ass,
Which
ass
you'll see
and
at this next con.
Yeah, this is literally
It's
Yes.
amazing.
the one that should matter to every single person who listens to this podcast. The at least dozen of
Because
you.
if you want to have fun and
It's
you want to
Dragon
party,
Con.
it's also known as the con that never sleeps.
It's Nerd Mardi Gras.
Essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Dragon Con, which has been around for over 30 years, is held over Labor Day weekend, although Thursday and now Wednesday prior have become sort of the soft opening days because it's a huge party.
But now this year it's Wednesday.
It is. Like, the opening ceremonies are on Thursday, but
'Cause
now
Thursday's
Wednesday's
the
like
new
the
Friday.
Yeah, and then, Friday's like Saturday.
Like,
Monday's like
Monday.
the Sunday.
Monday's Monday.
So,
Monday's Monday. Everybody's back at work going, why the fuck are you people still here?
stop
Yeah.
it. But it is literally nonstop. Angie's right. It runs thousands of hours of programming for every fandom ever known to man, along with parties and panels that continue well into the night and early hours of the morning. For example, Dragon Con even has a show called Dragon Con Late Show that happens at 9 a.m. each day. It's the late show for Dragon Con.
Yeah, because that's when people are heading to bed.
Yep.
Like, Claire would roll in around 3 and 4, or not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a little older. I'm getting into, like, 1.
She and I rolled it a couple times last year.
I'm keeping that in. I'm keeping it in.
I don't care. She's got a
Claire.
boyfriend now. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And when
Yeah, we fucked.
All right, then.
But when I say, like,
Can confirm.
They were
Oh
literally
my
in the
God.
bed next to us.
Becky woke up. She was like, I'm like, don't look, don't look.
don't make eye contact.
Becky kind of rolls over and I'm like, don't look. Becky's like, is it over? And then you hear Bobby, that was intense. I'm like, no.
That's the way I felt when Scoob started to try to talk to me after y'all hadn't had any sleep that night. I was like, don't look at her, Scoob, don't look at her, just shut up and don't look at her. Because you were about to kill somebody. I'm like, nope, I'm not having
Kill
it.
Scoob.
But you got like 30 minutes of sleep and then you were fine.
Yeah, I just need 30 minutes. I literally just need an hour's good.
Can we do some like the late shows this year at DragCon? Because I really
Oh,
want to
hell
do that.
yeah.
I'm
I am
down.
so down. This year I told Angie I want to be crazy.
The very best that no one ever wants.
Okay. So when I say every fandom known to man, speaking of fandoms, I'm not talking about just comic books, movies, tabletop gaming, and video games. I'm talking about military sci-fi, filk, robotics, apocalypse planning, high fantasy, dark fantasy, final fantasy, books, American and British sci-fi, filk.
You said Filk already.
I know, but I don't even know what that is, so that's why I said it. Asian cinema and culture that is not related to anime.
There's also a skeptic track.
Anime that is not even related to anime. I'm just saying, like,
What's Filk?
I don't know. That's why I said it twice.
You put it on there, but you don't know what it is.
Quara's gonna be there?
No, listen. So there's like a huge music scene and concerts for everything.
Blue Oyster Cult's gonna
No, this is where we've been here before. This year it's Allie and AJ.
be. Ooh.
Who?
DC23's taking over.
But they real hot though.
Yeah.
And they're
Nice
from
looking.
iZombie, or one of them is from iZombie.
Yeah.
And Gwar, Cell Dweller, and Blue Oyster Coitus.
Coitus.
Blue Oyster
Coitus.
Coitus.
We know what's on your fucking mind
Cult.
right now,
Blue,
Beckles.
Blue Oyster Cult.
They have performed there. They're not performing there this year.
I've seen your Blue Oyster.
And it's also one of the biggest cosplay events nationally. Okay, I'm done with my list.
You almost killed Tasha.
It's a pretty good list.
Okay. Moreland,
Yes.
we need some responses from you.
Okay.
Why have you forsaken us? For AWA. Remember last year you weren't going to go to Dragon Con because you wanted to go to AWA. And then you were a week too early.
That was so fucking funny. He was so goddamn mad.
It was cheaper.
Filk is a musical culture.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What
I
do
think
they
it's called
do?
music
Is
culture.
it like a
Musical?
drum chord type thing?
It just says musical culture, genre, and community tied to science fiction/fantasy.
Oh, they do like genre music. Basically.
Oh, so it's like a Power Wolf and stuff, right?
The Doctor Who.
The Doctor Woo.
kind of like Harry and the Potters, like people who like do specific music for specific genres.
Oh.
So it's not like your normal like Imagine Dragons. That's a.
That's Filk. I'm out.
Oh, it sounds like Lord of the Rings.
I was about to say I kind of want to river dance suddenly.
You can-
My boobs were river dancing for a minute.
Moreland can dance in my river.
Whoa.
My anal leakage.
That's disgusting.
Oh my god.
Can we call it seepage?
Anal seepage.
Oh, yeah.
Does anybody have any cons they really would want to go to off this list?
I want to con some old people so I can steal their retirement money.
So we can
Not
go.
what I
So we
meant.
can go to all these cons.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I want to go to
planning.
that convention in Paris, the fairy tale con. I want to do that
Oh
one.
yeah.
Yeah.
The anime?
It's also one in Florida too.
No, it's like about fairy tales, is it not? What is it?
Yeah, like yeah,
actual fairy tales.
I'm
like
gonna
like the Grimm's
Hey,
fairy tales and stuff like that.
Otaku. There's other things about fairy tales other than the anime fairy tale.
But the anime fairy tale is really
it's
fucking
really good. Yeah.
I'm gonna show where Hansel Gretel where my breadcrumbs are.
Sweet.
Oh my god, please.
Goldilocks
Jesus.
can have some of my porridge.
Oh my god. These are like the worst lines ever.
Are you gonna stuff Hansel and Gretel in your oven?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
That's good.
pedophilia is no
I'm
joke,
gonna
man.
show Snow how white she's gonna be. Because come.
Cousin Bukaka.
If you have to explain the
Becky
joke,
said.
it is not the joke.
Bukaku.
It is the joke.
Okay, Bobby is a Bukaku now. He's a
He's a
Bukaku.
bucket,
Bobby
yeah.
goes to the Bukaku convention. It's the anime convention for
Claire's gonna be
otaku.
so goddamn mad she listens to this shit.
Nobody listens to our podcast anyway.
Yes, they do.
I
Becky.
know.
Moreland, which one would you like to go to?
All of them.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
don't even want to go to
Gen
the,
The answer is yes.
Yeah.
Disney Cult Con too?
Sure.
I would go just to fuck shit up.
Right?
You know what? That is probably the con where everybody gets laid.
Guaranteed.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I called-
but an 8-year-old.
that
You
I
gotta
don't want to
be
go
You
there.
think
Careful.
about how expensive that con is. You cannot be 8 years old going to that convention.
You don't know my life.
No, they have 8-year-olds set up for everyone.
Oh.
Because
Ew.
it's Disney.
You know what they say? Age is not a number, but in jail it's not just a room. Oh, age is a number. Age is just a number. Jail is just a
You know
room.
what they also say?
I was like, Becky, Jill, you.
What?
You know what they also say? Old enough to breathe, old enough to breed.
Oh my god. You know what else they say? That's a felony that carries a life imprisonment, so let's not do that.
Moreland, what do they say that you know?
If there's grass on the field, play ball. If not, flip it over and play in the mud.
I'm usually never sorry I asked.
This is where we've reached our life. This is the life choice you made and the road you took. I'm just pointing this out to you.
Yeah.
All because you wanted to go to Fairy Tale Con.
No, I want to go to Gen Con,
Yeah.
to the dungeon and lose some people.
That would actually be hilarious. Hey, guys, you got eaten by a white dragon. Sorry. Bye.
What is he doing in a dungeon? You don't find
Why
white
is,
dragons
and why we
in a
gotta bring
dungeon.
color into this?
Oh.
Why
Because
is it
it's
gotta be a white-
chromatic.
Why has it got to be a
Racist.
white dragon? Why
Yeah.
can't it be a
Why
black
can't
dragon?
they be black?
It's 2019.
Moreland, why do you
Beckles?
think only
Because
black
white
dragons
dragons are
can be in
scarier
dungeons?
than black dragons. They are.
Clan member.
What?
No,
What?
they're more feral and they have that frost breath. It's really scary.
Black dragons have poison. That's way scarier.
Acid breath? Come on now.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
really hard to get like resistance to cold than it is to get resistance.
That's not true.
I don't.
Think about-
I can't have resistance to being melted.
I think you could.
No,
You
and
can
it
have-
stays in
Is
the
it
air.
poison
like,
or is it acid?
It's
it's
acid.
acid.
Oh, that is
Black
pretty
black
bad.
dragons are acid. Green dragons are poison.
Can we just agree that the worst dragons are the platinum dragons?
Why is platinum
Why
dragon
are
Because
bad?
platinum
they're
dragons?
just like lawful, good, boring dragons.
That's not boring. That's not. There's.
I can fuck that dragon. I can't.
Cosplay is not consent, Bobby.
They
Oh
can
yeah, because
fuck
platinum
me.
dragons can become human. Bobby actually could.
He could.
Well, I mean, most metallic dragons like to become human. so-
Yeah.
I
Not
should-
platinum dragon. I meant metallic dragons. My bad. I meant the whole spectrum, not just the platinum one.
Good, we're on the spectrum finally. Thank Christ.
Bobby, you've been on the spectrum for years.
Where's my helmet?
I thought that pompadour was your helmet.
Pretty much.
He grew into his head.
So when we were talking about our cosplay and wanting to wear like aluminum foil hats to go with our Area 51 fun run, Bobby, the only thing we had to make a point of contention for Bobby is that he could not wear a aluminum foil hat because of his pompadour.
Yeah, it's just gold.
It's gonna
Right.
have to like either sit on top like a square, or it's gonna have to like wrap around his head with the pompadour sticking out.
He can just wear an aluminum foil headband.
He's gonna have 14 headbands on. Like he's gonna have his blue one on, an aluminum foil one, a Naruto
I'll just
headband.
switch them up like every 2 hours. Let's put a new one. This one's boring. Let's put a new one on. We'll figure it out.
He's accessorizing.
Right?
Can I get a chastity belt one?
Oh
Ooh,
my god.
He could get a ball gag.
What is wrong
For-
with you
for late
today?
night.
Just
For
asking.
late
I was
night.
just- yeah.
If I'm gonna
Remember when Dragon Con? Okay, they had this panel where you could go and get an hour of free like bondage.
Ooh.
It was introduction to bondage, and they would like give you a whole session. Becky wouldn't do it with me.
Wow,
I
Becky.
just wanted to see her get spanked by a mistress. Is that wrong?
No.
No.
If it's wrong, I don't want
I
to be
don't
right.
want to be right either.
Hey,
Unless
Becky,
they-
where can they find us?
No, Bobby, we're not ready for that yet.
We're not ready.
I didn't know.
Not ready.
She's not,
Bobby.
she's not ready for the climax.
We can find her in the mistress's chair, tied down with a ball gag in her mouth.
What is wrong with you?
A lot, Becky.
I started with the Disney convention and you got yourself to ball gag.
That's at the Disney convention.
Yeah, exactly. That's at the Disney convention.
It's cancer, sorry.
Oh.
Stage 10.
Wow.
It's when your whole body is a literal cancer.
Wow. And
I guess I have stage 10 cancer.
you
as
really
well.
should have just ended the episode right there.
No
Saying-
kidding. No kidding. I just want to, Tasha, what convention would you like to go to?
A hair one.
She like
cuts
that
the hair.
ball gag one sounds good.
Don't even make the joke. Don't even make the joke. I know what you were going to say, Moreland.
Make the
Don't
joke.
make the joke.
Moreland, make
Were you
the
gonna
joke.
say you gag her with your balls
That's
all
what
the
I was
time?
thinking he was going to say. He was going to make the joke that I gag her with her balls all the time.
No, he was probably gonna say I don't like ball gags.
She doesn't like ball gags.
Mm-mm.
Me either. It makes me gag.
Well, it makes me feel like I'm drowning.
Yeah, on your saliva.
Yeah, I don't
Because
like
you don't
it.
want to like.
Yeah, I don't like it.
You can find us on Facebook at the Free Rotation
No,
Podcast.
Becky.
Wait, no. Oh, no. Hey, Becky.
Hey, Becky.
Jesus fucking Christ, get me out of this room.
Where can they find us?
You can find us on Facebook at the Free Rotation Podcast.
Spotify.
Instagram?
You can find us on
But not
Twitter at the Free
SoundCloud.
Rotation. You can find us on Instagram at the Free Rotation
Don't
Podcast.
we have our website?
I
We are
thought Tasha
also-
was rubbing your leg. I got
What
so
the fuck?
so turned on for like. I'm like, oh my god. Like I'm
Somebody turn her
serious.
microphone off. We're done with her. Turn her microphone off.
No, I'm fine.
You can find
I'm
us on
fine.
YouTube and Twitch at the Free Rotation.
I gygaxed, but it's fine.
You can also find us on Weeby Geeks. We are affiliates of the podcast network, WeebyGeeksPC.com.
Not for much longer.
I know. We're on Spotify, Stitcher, not SoundCloud. And you can also check out our backlog at TheFreeRotation.com. Thank you. Tip my hat.
Thank you. Come again.
Free Rotation Podcast.
Now
Bye,
that that's
guys.
over, Moreland, tell us what you've been up to.
I've been up to not a whole lot.
To no good? You just
I
start
got
making trouble in the neighborhood?
I got fired from work. I got a new job. I fell at my new job. Still have that job though.
You'll get there eventually. You're not that retarded.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And then, just stuff with Tasha. So
Yes, stuff.
Butt stuff.
Hopefully.
every now
I
and then.
mean, yeah. Mm.
She's like shaking her fucking head like, no. He's a goddamn
Do you remember
liar.
earlier when I was like afraid? It shouldn't have asked. Yeah, I'm back to there. I've circled back. So tell
What?
us about the butt stuff.